Hello, my name is Bradenowski.
And I'm Jason Hobbs.
And I'm Austin Morales, and you're watching the Inner Gamer On.
Today we'll be talking about Ghost Recon Frontlines, a new 100-plus player PvP free-to-play game that Ghost Recon's bringing out, Ubisoft's bringing out, because we need more Ghost Recon games, I guess, maybe, question mark, that aren't stories. So, yeah, we have a lot to say about this. It's not always positive, but let's find out. Join us for this lovely experience in the world of Ghost Recon.
And as always, if you enjoy this content, please like, subscribe, bang that bell. But mostly just like, because that really helps us out. More than you know. Come on.
All right.
Oh, boy.
Let's talk about some Ghost Recon, everybody. We had a surprise announcement last week.
Who's excited? You're excited.
So my fiance was super excited, and then this bullshit came out. She was pissed.
Wait, she was excited about what?
She was so Ghost Recon came out with an announcement, like you were saying, and she texted me right away. She's like, "They're about to drop a big announcement in like 2 minutes."
For the 20th anniversary, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, "Oh, that's fucking awesome! More DLC for Ghost Recon Breakpoint. We're getting excited." And then I was gonna watch it, but I was working at the time, and then Sam texts me, "Fucking piece of shit! This is bullshit!" Like 2 messages, long as shit, just cussing it out. I was just like, "What happened?" She's like, "It's a fucking battle royale," and I was just like, "Oh."
So it's actually not quite a battle royale, which is good, but it's still
All right, Brett.
it's
go
still
ahead.
a free to play game, and it's full of like seasonal content and shit like that. So they announced the big announcement for their 20th anniversary was Ghost Recon Frontline, and it's a PvP shooter with epic 100-plus player battles. And you know, it seems like it's a battle royale because it basically, I mean, 100-plus player, you think of battle royale right off the bat.
Okay.
But what you're ultimately doing in this, it's a game mode called Expedition, where you are completing various tasks throughout the map with urgency, without the urgency of a circle. So there's no circle involved here. You're just doing tasks. And after you do enough tasks, you can do an extraction. And so I think it's like you're gathering points.
The Division.
It's a
I was about
division.
to say Among Us, but okay.
So I think you're like you're collecting enough like stuff where you eventually can, like, you get enough points or whatever to where you then can do an extraction, and the first team to extract probably will win the game or whatever.
Is this a separate game, or is this a
It's brand new, 100% independent of everything.
independent of everything? Okay.
Free to play download. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it's gonna be a live service game. Content rollouts will be scheduled for each new season. So you have new playable characters, gear, game modes, and maps that'll keep a player occupied. It's cross platform, so it's gonna be on PS5, PS4, Xbox X, Xbox One, PC, Stadia, and Luna, which I forget Luna even exists.
Stadia's still a thing? The fuck?
No release date confirmed, but ultimately it's just a free-to-play Ghost Recon game that's 100-player battles with a deep class system, an extensive array of gadgets and tools to enable deep customization and satisfying gameplay, outsmarting enemy teams to the victory. So you're doing all these missions, so think like Call of Duty Warzone, where you're going and do these tasks where you can like pick up shit.
Okay.
But at the same time, it's like there's other teams you're also fighting against. So it's in 100% PvP the entire time. But there's like some other things you can do along the way that will allow you to be able to escape. And you can get classes with skill pass that you unlock as time goes on. And it's one big giant ass map that you're playing in with different biomes and dynamic weather and stuff like that.
Huh.
I don't think that's going to hold up.
Teams of 3 also.
Teams of
so it's
3.
Apex Legends style.
Okay. I don't think this is going to hold up compared to what we have now. It's going to have to blow some people away. I'm not getting it. I'm not excited. We already have this with multiple
If you don't get it,
games.
who's going to review it?
I don't fucking know. I guess
Oh, I was gonna get it. I'm super stoked for this.
All right,
I'm still gonna jump on it.
I'm going to be stuck
Can't
on
wait.
Battlefield, supposedly. Hopefully. Yeah.
I'll be on New World. Sorry.
Oh, my God.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah,
I'll be
yeah.
nothing.
No, I just
No.
feel like stuff like this, like people, I mean, it's new, it's kind of fresh, and they're trying to make it work for their content, which is fine, and maybe it holds up. We'll see what happens, but I just feel like people are going to get tired of this shit.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like Ghost Recon. I feel like Ubisoft is recycling the hell out of their content right now, because like from what I've heard, Far Cry 6 doesn't reinvent the wheel in any way.
No.
And it's the same old stuff. Did you get it?
I did not. I refused to get it after playing the last one.
Oh,
I
really?
just got bored quickly
Yeah.
and very easily, and the new one just didn't have that spark for me. And from what I'm
Like,
hearing, it's very just same.
We're looking at a screenshot right now, and the screenshot 100% could be from any Ghost Recon game that's come out in the last 7 years. Like, this looks like Wildlands. This looks like Breakpoint.
Could be Division.
This looks like The Division. Looks like all of them. I'm like, they need to stop. I mean, they brought out like X Defiant, which is their like,
Oh my god.
quote, fast-paced firefights meets punk rock mosh pits, which is stupid. But at least that has like a little bit of style to it, like with the the visuals and stuff like that. But it's basically a Call of Duty. This is basically let's go after the battle royales. But I just don't see it having legs because
This should be the
there's
Division.
no like unique character. Yeah, I agree.
It should be set in the Division because they've built that game for something like this. And Ghost Recon is supposed to be this super tactical.
Yeah.
Go in, be stealthy as you
Stealthy
can,
as shit.
and if shit goes awry, well, your life's on the line because you don't have a lot of health.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're doing a really bad job right now of splitting their player base a lot because we have the Division, which is awesome. I mean, it's, respectively pretty good.
Yeah.
We have Breakpoint, which is good.
Yeah.
Obviously, those are different audiences. One's more close quarters, one's more open. And then you have Rainbow Six Siege, which is a great, tight, close quarters combat, squad-based kind of game, kind of style. But then it's like, okay, well, let's bring out X Defiant, which is like a mix of some of those. Let's bring out Frontlines. They're working on a game called what was the one that we talked about not too long ago? The Ghost Recon, not Wildlands, but it was a free-to-play game that's gonna be like kind of a battle royale, but like 40 players or something like that. Remember what I'm talking about? Heartland.
Oh yeah.
Heartland is also a free-to-play shooter in the Ghost Recon universe. So it's like they have 3 games that are kind of different, but in the same world. And it's like, you got to do you got to like slow it down a little bit. Like put more emphasis into one of the games you have instead of making a whole bunch of new IP
Yeah.
that are all just kind of different.
They're just throwing shit at the wall and hoping something sticks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
And I mean, some stuff will. So I remember playing this back in the day on my PC.
Which one's this one?
This is Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter, and you're
Oh,
in
yeah.
Juarez trying to complete missions. And this shit was like intense. Now I don't know how it holds up now, and if you can go back and kind of get that same feeling. But like, yeah, look, you get hit a few times and you're fucking dead. Like, you really
Yeah.
got to be tactical about how you move around things, how you take people out. I think there's like a drone thing at some point you can use to like mark people, and like you got to really like map out your area and know how you're going to go in and have an exit point. And like, this was my experience of Ghost Recon.
Yeah, Advanced Warfare was awesome. And what was there was one we played after that. I mean, there were several Ghost Recon games. They've all were very tactical, which I think that's where the Rainbow Six Siege is now.
Yeah, it is. But I think since they rebranded since Wildlands, they went back to their foundation, and they should kind of keep it in that area if they're going to call it a Ghost Recon game and not a fucking other Call of Duty or
Yeah.
I wouldn't even say
Yeah.
Battlefield. It's just we're saturated with this type of game, and I don't understand what went through their thought process. Is hoping that the title of the name would get players to play it, or this is what we were missing from Ghost Recon, but I don't think it was. And there's already a PvP element to Ghost Recon Breakpoint, so I don't understand what this is exactly.
It's just
Oh, I forgot there's PvP in
Yeah, there's
Breakpoint.
PvP in Breakpoint,
We haven't even played
but
that
it's
yet.
it's not that popular because that's not what
the game's
the
supposed to be.
audience wants. They want.
Well, that's
they
what
want-
Frontlines is for, man.
I'm gonna bash your head in. God Almighty.
Yeah, I just don't understand what they're doing here.
Yeah.
And, like, they're trying to transform things into something that's going to be a fad and popular.
Well, and what's crazy too is like Ubisoft like has all this shit that they're keep announcing. Where's was it not Black and White 2? What's that game they've been making that's like a sequel to that previous game that they used to have that was really cool and single player and fun and exciting?
Black and White.
Is it Black? No, it wasn't Black. What was it?
What
Black
kind
and
of
White?
game? I don't know.
What about Splinter Cell?
Splinter Cell.
Why not
That'd be
come
great.
out with Splinter Cell? I mean, that IP has not been used fucking at all.
Beyond Good and Evil. Is that it?
Yeah,
Beyond Good and Evil.
Yeah,
The one they're making a sequel to?
yeah.
Black and White. Where do you get fucking Black and White from?
That's an Ubisoft game too, I think.
Is it?
No,
No, that's
that was,
Lionhead Studio.
Yeah, that was Lionhead, yeah.
But anyways, Splinter Cell. They keep teasing fucking dickhead Sam Fisher all the goddamn time.
I know.
I don't understand why they don't come out with another Splinter Cell or do a fucking remaster. Give it to Blue Point and let them fucking go crazy on it.
They need to pass the baton to a new Sam Fisher
yeah.
because that guy, I mean, he's pretty old now.
Yeah, he's old, but he's still hanging around. I mean, in Breakpoint, no, it was Wildlands. He appeared in that, and he's still sneaking around. Fucking
he was in
shit up.
Breakpoint.
I know.
Was he in Breakpoint?
Yeah, it was
too?
Breakpoint,
He
yeah.
was in Breakpoint as well. I mean,
Remember we
it's
had
still
the echelon
echelon
thing.
mission. Yeah. So he was in both Ghost Recon Wildlands, both Ghost Recon games. I don't understand why we can't have a Splinter Cell game now.
It's all about live service.
It is.
And they don't know how to make live service out of Splinter Cell.
They
That's the
don't.
unfortunate
They really
part.
don't know
Yeah.
how to, and even if they,
know.
well, maybe it's a good thing they haven't made one because they'd fuck it up.
Is that
probably
what
would.
you're afraid of?
Yes.
Like that's what they're afraid of.
They're
is
not
that-
doing single player games as much anymore, if
Yeah.
at all.
I mean, other than Far Cry, that's like they don't really have any single player games that like hit off, and even Far Cry like seems
Yeah, Far Cry is just
meh.
yeah.
Yeah.
Meh.
Well, they did announce an expansion for Breakpoint, which is
Yes.
good. So Operation Motherland is coming at some point. Did they announce a date?
November 6th.
Thank you. Yeah.
I believe.
So that is coming out at some point, which is awesome. And I mean, it doesn't look like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be amazing.
Yeah,
but
it's just another
back to
tie
Breakpoint.
into Wildlands dealing with Bowman and her situation and what's going on. I don't know the full story behind it because everyone's excited that Bowman's going to come back. So she was the main lead in the last one, not the lead, but the one that was bossing you around, basically telling you
Yeah.
how to take out the cartel and all that jazz.
Right.
But I'm excited. Sam and I actually jumped back into Breakpoint and we started playing Ember Sky, which is Aurora is covered with this toxic gas, and you have to go in and infiltrate and figure out how to basically come up with a vaccine for this toxic gas that they're testing on Aurora and planning on spreading it around the world.
So new plan. Make sure that you don't play anymore until I can jump in with you. And then that's just a new rule.
Can't promise that.
And you can play Fortnite, but you don't have to, but you can't do this one. So just throwing that out there. Yeah.
But no, I appreciate Breakpoint for like throwing in little things like that because it still it brings a fresh take on the game because we're working with the Rainbow Six characters and you can actually add them to your team if you're playing by yourself.
Oh, okay.
And they also did an update with the AI team where you get more, as you use your AI team, you get experience points for them and you unlock abilities for them individually. So one of my guys right now, he's unlocked wherever we start getting attacked, he throws up an attack drone and starts going crazy.
That's cool.
So it's fun to play by yourself, but it's, of course, fun to play with other people. And right now we're doing that Amber Sky mission and like there's toxic stuff located all throughout the map and it's crazy.
Right.
So,
Man. Well, cool. So Ghost Recon Breakpoint DLC. Very excited about that. Frontlines, not so excited. See what happens.